Hi, you guys. Welcome to a Roostling Report. I know that this one's a bit later. It's kind of like a week and a half one, this one. But that's just to catch up so the Roostling Reports aren't in such like a weird spot. And then also just tons of life shit's been going on. Mostly just a lot of work crap. Just like back to back shitty things kept happening at work. That I can't talk about it all, but it was a lot of bullshit. It sucked. Um, I did get my sink fixed finally. My kitchen sink, whenever you use it on any other water but like drip, it blows up. And for like years, this has been a thing. And the landlords finally came and fixed it because they were trying to fix this plumbing issue I was having, and the sink kept blowing up on them. Hilarious. But they did give me a new sink, which made me super happy. I can do dishes like all super quick now. They also fixed the washing machine issue where it was flooding all over my floor, but they've yet to fix the it's backing up into my tub issue. But the drainage is a lot better, so it just drains back out once it's backed up in there. So I guess that's kind of good. But also kind of just toying with the idea of going back to school. I haven't made any like definitive plan for it yet, but it feels like a good option for me. So I think I might do that. But games wise, I've been playing Fortnite. They have the new OG season's been out and it's been great. It's super fun. At first, I kind of like didn't really like the whole like old vibe. I'd like jumped into water and I couldn't swim. It just slows you down. But once I got used to everything, it's a lot of fun. Um, Overwatch 2, Somber got a fucking new kit. I was so fucking happy. So she just turns invisible now when she's out of combat within like 4 or 5 seconds instead of having it be one of her moves. And now she fires off this thing, this like beacon. If it hits an enemy, it slowly drains their damage. As with her ult, when it hacks, it slowly drains damage. And dude, she's a beast now. I took out a Reinhardt and a Diva the other day, just pop, 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 and it's just a lot of fun. The only thing is that her throw thing that teleports now, it just teleports as soon as it hits the ground, as opposed to you being able to like shoot there. But it's been a lot of good. Summoner's War. I've been playing that event. I did pull in a Deboki King Fire Lord, so that was super cool. That was the event creature, and I got one of them, and I'm building a second one because you can build one of them. And the new event drops, not the new event, but the new update drops today, or like in like 2 hours, and that new update lets you like 30x out like repeat battles, so it's like a bunch of time saved. From when I'm at work, I can just real quick throw a 30x on and probably be like an hour and just chill. Um, I watched a lot of anime. I watched a bunch of Naruto, and I watched dude Might Guy fight fucking Madara, which was super cool. It was a really good fight, and now it's back into filler, of course, because it's Naruto. And then I watched just a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh. I fell down like a Yu-Gi-Oh rabbit hole, and because I like was on Letterboxd logging a Yu-Gi-Oh movie that I saw, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna see all the Yu-Gi-Oh movies. So I watched Yu-Gi-Oh the movie, which is like this crazy fucking uh, Yugi. Kaiba like is obsessed with beating Yugi after Battle City. It's like an old world thing, and he finds a fucking like reverse millennium puzzle like possesses him to like make him want to fight him even more, and then like he basically almost destroys the world to try to beat Yugi. It's crazy. It's hilarious. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! The Bonds of Time, where Yugi, Jaden, the second Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, and then the motorcycle Yu-Gi-Oh! I still don't really know that guy's name, but he's the main antagonist in it. They fight this dude from the future, and in the future, Duel Monsters destroys the entire world somehow. Like the world literally like burns itself alive, and he decides to create a time machine to go back to destroy Pegasus before he can ever like invent Duel Monsters, so Duel Monster will never be a thing. And Yugi, Jaden, and the other dude are like, dude, screw that. We love this card game. We don't really care. We don't think that that's gonna happen. And he's like, well, I'm from the future and it does happen. And he's like, well, no, dude, heart of the cards. And so they beat him, and I guess doom the world. But that's the ending. And then I watched this like Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh movie where Yugi and this small boy like get the shit kicked out of him by Seto Kaiba's thugs so that Yu-Gi-Oh go back and battle him. And the whole thing is a setup for the Red Eyes Black Dragon card, I guess, even though it's way weaker than the Blue Eyes. Somehow it isn't in this one movie. But yeah, and then I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh season 5, because I haven't really ever finished that season. It's the one where all the monsters like kind of come to life, and then there's like these Reaper guys that like throw a soul cage up every time they battle Yugi and his buddies. And if you lose, you get sealed into a card, just like Pegasus did. And one man wears Pegasus skin to confuse Seto Kaiba. And Seto Kaiba's running around in a fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon jet. It's just amazing. It's all good. I've been watching a Disney documentary show called Behind the Attractions. Has been pretty cool. And it's just like the history of different rides and like the things they had to do or like the updates they made to them later on. And it's all like a bunch of like stories about Walt Disney and just like his ideas and like his Imagineers ideas and stuff. It's actually all pretty cool stuff. I've been watching a ton of Days of Our Lives just because my wife's binging through it. I'm more of a General Hospital fan, but Days of Our Lives is a show that my mom used to watch, and so I catch myself just like getting like stupidly hooked on a random storyline, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I'll watch a few episodes of this just to see how this plays out. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Reading wise, just been Clash of Kings. Um, I got to the part where the Hound fucking meets up with Arya for the first time, and like the Knights of the Light are all there, and he cleaves one of them in half. He's just such a badass. The Hound's just a badass all around. And then I've been reading Doom Patrol. I think it's volume 5 that I'm on right now, and it's been pretty good. The Black Lantern stuff all happened during this, and like that went good because Cliff's actual body came back to life to attack him, and then like in volume 2 of Doom Patrol, this woman like thinks she's married to Niles Calder, and it turns out she actually is. But she comes back to life to attack him, so they've tied all of the Doom Patrols into it. Like Negative Man has the memories of everything that's ever happened, like Doom Patrol wise, even through all the different like renewals and all that. So it's been pretty cool. This one's been hitting a lot better than the last volume was. I did listen to it's November, so I'm trying to get through Willie Nelson. So I've just been listening to a shit ton of Willie Nelson. It's mostly not been great, I'm not gonna lie, but there's one album, and I can't even remember the name of it, but it's like a slower paced, like lullaby album almost, like a sleepy album. That one's pretty good. If I remember the name, I will bring it back up in a different Roostling Report, but I probably will not. And then I've been listening to P. Corpine, I think is how you say that. I'm unsure of the artist, but it's Bunny Trap what remix girl, and my brother put one of her songs on this fucking creatine workout playlist of mine, and it's ridiculously like it's over the top like sexual, but it's funny as fuck, and a lot of her songs are just hilarious. So I've been listening through her discography, which yeah, that's the thing I did with my time on this earth, and yeah, it was funny. I mean, it was hilarious stuff. But yeah, guys, that is what I have been doing. I look forward to seeing what you guys have been doing, posting on TikTok or YouTube or the Facebook page. Let me know how your guys' weeks have been, what you've been up to, any nerdy cool shit you've been doing. And yeah, love you guys. Have a good one.